Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. More than 600 people are feared dead after a magnitude 6.0 earthquake hit eastern Afghanistan. That's according to the Taliban Interior Ministry. The quake, at a shallow depth of 8 kilometers, shook buildings from Kabul to Pakistan's capital, Islamabad. The remote area where it struck makes providing accurate estimates hard, as officials warn of high casualty figures. Dozens of houses are under rubble, while officials report entire villages being destroyed. Russian President Vladimir Putin says he reached understandings with US President Donald Trump over the end of the Ukraine war at their meeting in Alaska last month, but he did not say whether he would agree to peace talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Speaking during a summit in China, Mr. Putin continued to defend his decision to invade Ukraine, once again blaming the war on the West. Putin was speaking in Tianjin at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, where he met Xi Jinping and Narendra Modi. The UN Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, has called for the immediate and unconditional release of 11 UN staff arrested by Houthi authorities in Yemen. The workers were detained by security forces in raids on the World Food Programme, children's charity UNICEF, and the World Health Organization. The raids took place in the capital Sana'a and the port city of Hudaydah. The UN said the Houthis had already been holding 23 other UN workers arrested since 2021. Police say a fugitive who allegedly murdered 2 officers in a small rural Australian town in the state of Victoria is being helped by some members of the community. Desi Freeman has been on the run since last Tuesday when police arrived at his property to excavate a search warrant. Mr. Freeman, a known conspiracy theorist, escaped into thick bushland bordering the property, with a massive manhunt for him now in its 7th day. His wife, Amalia Freeman, had earlier urged him to turn himself in and offered her condolences to the families of the officers he is alleged to have killed.
Last time I spoke in front of you, I appealed directly to Desi Freeman to ring 000 and then we could work towards a surrender plan with him. I'm going to change tack a little bit and read into this what you will. I extend that invitation to anyone who's harbouring Desi Freeman, who's considering harbouring Desi Freeman, or know something about the people that are harbouring Desi Freeman. That offer is absolutely out to you as well. You are committing an extremely serious crime by harbouring or assisting in the escape of Desi Freeman. People know the whereabouts of the person who's killed 2 cops. People have chosen for whatever reason not to come forward, and I'm taking this time to appeal to you to come forward.
A suspect in the fatal shooting of the prominent Ukrainian politician Andrei Purabi has been arrested, that's according to Volodymyr Zelensky. The 54-year-old parliamentarian was killed by an attacker posing as a courier in the western city of Lviv, sparking a manhunt. Ukraine's interior minister said in a statement issued in the early hours of Monday morning that the suspect had been detained. The people of Malawi are set to vote for their next leader following a turbulent 5 years involving economic turmoil, natural disasters, and the shock death of the nation's vice president. Current President Lazarus Chakwera is vying for a 2nd term, his main rival being Peter Mutharika, an octogenarian who has also held office once before. Transparency and fairness are key talking points ahead of the vote, given the result of Malawi's 2019 presidential election, which was overturned in the courts due to widespread irregularities. And there was a happy ending at the US Open after Polish tennis star Kamil Maśczak tracked down a young boy who was left devastated after his signed cap was snatched away during the tournament. Maśczak personally met the boy and gifted him with another cap and added his autograph. Days earlier, this video of the player's cap being snatched from the boy went viral. The boy can be seen asking the man what he was doing, to little effect. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.